All right, what's going on, everybody? We're back, baby. We're back from another undisclosed location. Well, my parents' house, as you can tell by the white walls behind me. Are they white, beige? I don't know. I don't know. We're back, baby. We've got another live before lock. Hope everybody had a great Christmas. I hope you had a nice Christmas. Okay, it was like a beautiful one, and whether you celebrate it or you don't, at least you had a federal holiday. Of course, if you are in I don't know. Did everybody get a federal holiday? I don't know. I'm not gonna figure it out. Not gonna figure it out for you. We got a spicy slate this weekend. Hope everybody crushed. I got two streaks alive and well here. Um, there we go. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's because we have lights on because it's not daytime, baby. Oh, we got Zengizel in Zengiz. I always screw that one up in the house. Good to see everybody. In honor of Christmas, go ahead, like the stream, subscribe to the channel. You can put hashtag Xmas into the chat. Hopefully, it's a little bit easier to share stuff today and look at the projections and all that stuff. We got two monitors going, so we're out here cooking. Yeah, we get the Boxing Day people up in the house. But yeah, we had two solid performances here from your boy this past game week, and part of it was Jokic going absolutely nuts, huh? Jokic just an insane one. I'm gonna go over to Sorare right now, show you what my performances were here. So if we look back at 22nd to the 25th here, you can see, right, our limited champion, we had Kalel Ware 22. That's not that great. Jokic dropped 99. Santi Aldama with a 57. Paolo with 38. And Shaden Sharp with 31. That got us to 278. That's nothing too sexy, but we get the $5. Streak lives on. This lineup was bad. But our contender, we had two awesome contender lineups here with Clarkson going for 43, Santi 57, Amon Thompson with 40, Onyeka with 20, and then Neek with 20. And that got us to 198 to keep our second streak alive. And then down here, Wemby in there with Kenrich Williams. And you know what? We talked ourselves kind of off the Kenrich Williams pick, and we should have just went with it. He was solid. That was a cap of 9, and he hit for 35. Scatman Doe hit him with 54 with the Brunson sitting. Clifford there. Clarkson went off on Christmas, huh? Kind of kept him in that game. And then Wembanyama, who kind of a bummer. We got the word from Mitch Johnson, who just kind of came out and said, yeah, man, he's going to be on this minute restriction now and forever. So that's kind of lame, but I understand it. They're playing awesome basketball. Just also, I told you on the Monday live before lock, like if there was a game to skip, it was Golden State against Dallas, and that rang true, right? Anthony Davis got dinged up. That was kind of a bummer, but enough of that. What we're going to do today is what we do every single time. We're going to go through the slate. We'll look at tonight's games a little bit more closely than the rest of the weekend, just because we have more information on it. Then we'll hit Saturday and Sunday. We'll go over the projections. I'm going to build my lineups, and then we'll get into your questions. So let's go. Let's just start going. We got a ton of injury stuff too that I believe we're still waiting on. Most notably, the second game or the third game we're going to talk about with Excuse me, what team is that? With the Toronto Raptors. That's going to be a little tricky there. But all right, so Atlanta and Miami, that's the first game. Atlanta's hosting the hashtag Heat Culture. This line has gone from 2.5 to 3.5, and that's because Bam Bam Adebayo, who was questionable heading into this game, is now out. He's not going to play. So is it finally time for Khalil Ware to moon? I think it might be. But yeah, so they're without him. They're still without Tyler Hero. Looks like they're getting Nikola Jovic back, which is kind of nuts, right? I can't believe Jovic is back already. That injury he suffered like a week or two ago looked like that was going to last a month at least. So for him to be back already is pretty impressive. DJP saying Jovic season? I don't think so. I mean, I don't think I'm playing Jovic. I know they're shorthanded, but I don't think I'm getting there. But kudos to you if you do. But yeah, so for that's for Miami. For Atlanta, they're still without Porzingis. Other than that, they're relatively healthy, right? Sorry, let me pull up the injury reports just so I'm reading off of that in a real time, just so you can see it. Hold on one second. Oh, the Pooter's being a little slow here. We guys, as you can see, we don't have our normal stuff. God, okay, here we go. We're also going to build a pick'em here before we can go because I'm in a state where you can do pick'ems again. It's good to be back. So Atlanta's without Infali Dante, Eli Ninjai, and Porzingis, a bunch of people I don't know. But yeah, they're relatively healthy. So the great spot, by the way. Like if you see that total 250.5 is pretty fun. Pretty fun for a close spread. Hornets and the Magic. Magic are without some of their big boys, I think, right? No, Goga. Mo Wagner's out. Suggs is out. Goga's out. Franzi Wagner is out. But they did get Tristan da Silva back, so that's pretty fun. Hornets also, speaking of thin front courts, no Plum Dog Millionaire, no Mr. Cock, no Grant Williams. They do have LaMelo Ball back, but just a reminder, LaMelo seems to be on a pretty tight 24 to 25 minute restriction. So I don't know if we're getting the full Melo, but his cap is coming down to a place now where maybe we can have some fun with it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't like. I want to get to LaMelo here because weirdly enough, the Orlando Magic kind of get cooked by guards, especially with no Jalen Suggs. So it would be fun to play LaMelo. I just don't think we can do it. Yeah, and I'm with you. But Paolo seems to be in a great spot tonight against Charlotte. Should have not a lot of resistance. All right, Raptors and the Wizards. This is the one that I was talking about. So Scotty Barnes had a midday downgrade with an illness. That's usually not a good sign. And if you've been paying attention at all to injury reports, it seems like everybody's getting the flu. It's going around. So I'm kind of leaning Scotty Barnes out. We've seen this line shrink a point or two since this Q tag. Jakob Pertl's already out. RJ Barrett's still out. Now, if Scotty misses, man, Washington doesn't play a lick of defense. So you'd have to think Emmanuel Quickly and Brandon Ingram are just in smash spots. Also, no Colin Murray, or if there's no Colin Murray, Boyles, Sandro, could be a lot of Sandro tonight. So that's kind of where it ends for me. I don't think I'm getting to a lot of these other guys. I think I'm more interested in the starters and then would go to Sandro as well. I guess Sandro would be a starter. But no Scotty means they can't even play small ball 5. So we did get word that Bam's officially out. I thought he got ruled out earlier, but I guess that was doubtful. On the Washington side of stuff, they're kind of a clean bill of health outside of Cam Whitmore, which is another person that kind of got hit with a blood clot, which is so crazy that that's still happening, or the rate in which it's happening. But they're without Cam Whitmore and Corey Kispert. They also have a questionable tag on Justin Champagnie. Alex Sarman has been super efficient, but he's only been playing 24 to 26 minutes too. So that makes me nervous, although it's such a great spot. And I think in 24 to 26 minutes, he could still get there. But yeah, anyways, I don't know. Celtics and the Pacers, this game's kind of gross. You have 220.5 point total. It's not super high. Celtics are 8.5 point favorites. These guys just played each other the other night. Celtics almost gave it away, and then Jaylen Brown got upset at the way that they were talking, and they went nuts. They went nuts in the second half and won this game. I don't know. I mean, Jaylen Brown, Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, all fine. Jordan Walsh is back after missing some time. I didn't see the Minot stuff. Is Minot back too? Let me just pull that up quickly. Sorry. They're without Chris Boucher, and that's it. Everybody else is good. For the Pacers, James Wiseman had a cup of coffee, and then he finished it, and he's gone. So there's still no Ben Shepherd. Aaron Nesmith should be back soon, but he's still out. Obi Toppin's out. Isaiah Jackson's out. It's weird. The Pacers offense was like pretty solid in the first half in that Celtics game, and then they just fell asleep. Nemby had 7 dimes at halftime. I think he finished with 7 dimes. I don't really love that game. Out of all the games tonight, I mean, like, go Celtics. Jaylen Brown probably scores 30, but no thanks. 76ers and Bulls. Another questionable tag that we're waiting for is our guy Joel Embiid. The Sixers were super shorthanded in their most recent game. Grimes, Barlow, and VJ, I think we're all making out because they all missed the game for not feeling well, but it seems like they're feeling a little bit better. Embiid is queued up. I kind of think he goes tonight, man. This is a smash Joel Embiid spot. Nikola Vucevic and the Chicago Bulls haven't had an interior defense since the Clinton administration. How about that for a dumb joke? I don't know. I love the spot. I love the spot for Philly. If Embiid is to miss, of course, Drum Dog millionaire, but with Barlow back, they could play smaller if they wanted to. I think the other thing, if Embiid's out, Paul George could kind of just crush tonight. I like Paul George a lot more if they're shorthanded, but yeah, on the Chicago side of stuff, this is the healthiest Chicago's been in a long time. I believe it's only Noah Senge is out. Patty Williams also had a Q tag. If he was to miss, I guess it's a slight boost to Matas Bushelish. But they got Trey Jones back, Sumu back. They got Zach Collins back, Herder. Like they just have so many guys now. So I don't know. I don't really love it. Maxey versus Kobe. Maybe we're raining threes. What about Jaime? Yeah, I think you can play Jaime. You can wait. You need 28 Sorare points. Yeah, I do like that. Another Q tag situation we have the Memphis Grizzlies and the Milwaukee Bucks. Memphis is favored by 4.5, inching up towards 5.5. We got 2 Q tags on the Grizzlies side of things. It is Cedric Howard, who is questionable, as well as Ja Morant. And I kind of think Ja Morant's going to go based on some of the line movement here. They are also without Brandon Clark, John Conchar, Zach Edey, Vince Williams Jr., Scottie Pippen Jr., and Ty Jerome. They're missing so many dudes. All of their big dudes are out. Maybe Jaren Jackson Jr. actually rebounds the ball tonight. Who knows? But if he doesn't, maybe it's Santi Aldama. Santi's been cooking. You can get to Chuck Lundale if you want to. Cedric Howard's going to miss. So somehow if Ja and Cedric are out, maybe it's Cam Spencer time. Maybe it's one of the Spencer Bros band. Where the hell is Giannis? He's hurt, man. Giannis is hurt, and he wants to be on a different team. For the Milwaukee side of stuff, honestly, it's Kevin Porter Jr. or bust for me. Ryan Rollins moved to the bench. I'm sorry, it's not just Kevin Porter Jr. It's also the Bobby Lobby. It took 2 months. Doc Rivers is now playing Bobby Portis 30-plus minutes a game. So we could go do it. Go play some Bobby Portis. I think he's going to be in my main lineup, which we'll look at in a little bit. Suns against the Pelicans. Pelly's offense has been a lot of fun. These two teams play each other tonight and tomorrow. Now, normally when this would happen, I'd be like, hey, man, maybe we get Zion 30 minutes tonight, and then he sits tomorrow. But what ended up happening the last time the Pelicans were on a back-to-back is he played 24 minutes the first night, and then he played 23 minutes the second night. So I kind of think Zion's this is what he's going to do. It's like what Wemby's doing, what Sarr's doing. They're just going to play like 20 to 26 minutes a night, and then they hope they keep them on the court. Sucks for us, but I think that's what's going to happen. I don't really like anybody. On the Suns side of stuff, it sounds like Grayson Allen's still going to miss, right? Mark Williams, same thing. Like maybe Mark Williams plays tonight and doesn't play tomorrow. And if that happens, then maybe he cooks, but I don't love it. For me, it's Book, Brooks, and Gillespie. I think that's kind of it, man. Detroit basketball against the Utah Jazz. Utah, man. So I want to play Keontae. But I'm nervous he gets the Asar Thompson role. And if that happens, Asar's just going to lock down. So maybe it's Lowry Marketing night. I don't know. Walker Kessler's out. Georges Niang is out. But they do have Yusuf Nurkic back. So we can't go Kyle Filipowski like we did last week. For Detroit, Ron Holland missed the last game. He and Isaac Jones are both questionable, but they're relatively healthy here. It's just Cater Dern. I don't think I'm going anywhere else. And then the last game of the night, we have the Clippers and the Trailblazers, okay? Kawhi, weirdly has just been on fire, right? This team sucks, but Kawhi's last couple of games, right? He went 24-9-4 with 5 steals, 21-4-3, 22-8-6, 32-12-3 with 3 steals and 2 blocks, and then 41-8. So Kawhi's been cooking. Harden's been okay. Harden's been kind of average while Kawhi's been cooking. But after that, man, like no Ivica Zubats, who's going to miss a couple of weeks. So now it's a lot of John Collins, and Chris Dunn's going to have to play a lot more, and Brooke Lopez. It's just, I don't know, man. It's not a fun team to watch or root for. Don't tell Paul Scheer that. He seems really in his feelings about the Clippers these days, but I get it. He's a fan. On the Portland side of stuff, they do get, looks like they're getting Time Lord and Chris Murray, both good to go tonight. They were questionable going into tonight's game. Time Lord missed the last game. This one's kind of important because there's no Blake Wesley, Drew Holiday, Jeremy Grant, Thibault, Dame, or Scoot Henderson tonight. So with Time Lord coming back, oh, Ryan Wilkinson, thank you, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for that little gifty gift. And that's in euros, baby. That's in euros. But yeah, what's his name? With Time Lord coming back, I still think you could play Donovan Clingan. I still like him a lot because, again, no Zubats. He should absolutely cook in this spot. But it would have been kind of nice if Time Lord was going to be out. So that's tonight, right? But if we look at the schedule, man, so many of these teams are on a back-to-back. We look at Saturday the 27th, right? So the Mavericks are going to be playing the Kings. That'll be the Kings' first game and the Mavericks' first game of the game week. Reminder, Anthony Day. Oh, that's Pounds. Excuse me. That's Pounds. Sorry, dude. Pound. I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah, Anthony Davis is going to miss a couple of games. So he's out for this game week, all right? AD is out for this game week. I don't know. Is it Danny Gafford time? Is it BJ Washington time? I don't know how you're going to get there. Sacramento, okay, sure. Orlando's going to be on a back-to-back tomorrow. They're going to be hosting the Denver Nuggets fresh off of that crazy-ass overtime dub against the Minnesota Timberwolves. I already mentioned the Suns and Pelicans. They're going to have 2 games this game week. It's going to be tonight and tomorrow. The Knicks play Atlanta, so Atlanta will be on the back end of a back-to-back tomorrow. Be curious to see if Trey suits up for that second game. If he doesn't, Dyson Daniels, who missed the last game, is back now. Maybe the Heat cooks. The Knicks were great on Christmas. Really good team in the second half there as Cleveland continues to poop their pants. The Pacers will be on a back-to-back tomorrow against Miami Heat. We'll have to pay attention to see if Bam is going to play one of the 2 games or if he's missing both of them. Milwaukee and Chicago will both be on a back end of a back-to-back tomorrow night. Cavs and Rockets, who played on Christmas, not each other, but they both played games. That'll be their first game. The Brooklyn Nets get Scam Thomas back on Saturday. That's pretty exciting for the 4 Brooklyn Nets fans in the chat. Shout out Jay Blaze. And then the Jazz will be on a back-to-back against the San Antonio Spurs. And then if we go to Sunday, Warriors will be playing their first and only game of the game week against the Toronto Raptors. 76ers second game will be against OKC's only game of the game week. Grizzlies and Wizards, that'll be both of their teams' second games of the game week. Celtics will be starting their West Coast trip against the Portland Trail Blazers, and both of those teams' second games of the week. Pistons and Clippers' second game of the week will not be a back-to-back. Lakers only have 1 game this game week, and it's against the Sacramento Kings. That'll be their second game, and that is the schedule. We cooked, baby. We cooked. Jay Blaze is in the chat. A lot of people just joining us here right now for the FaceTime. So do me a favor. Like the stream and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. If you want to qualify for the giveaway, go ahead, put hashtag Xmas. You can figure out why we did that. Put that in the chat. We're also going to take the sweater off right now. It's a little toasty with the headphones on. Maybe we'll do a drop while I do that just so I don't show some skin. Just so I don't show that sweet, sweet skin. Let's see. What can we do here? Let's do a mental health check. But I'm just not going to do it, guys. And it feels good to not cave to the chat because I am the boss. Like I said earlier, I'm in charge today. I am in charge. You can't tell me what to do. All right, I'm going to do a quick little refresh here of some of the injury news to make sure I didn't miss anything. Şengün is questionable for tomorrow. Pelly Larson's going to be available today. Anything else for Saturday that I might have missed? Deuce McBride might make his return. Josh Hart was ruled out. So if Deuce is back, that's pretty fun. If the Deuce is not loose, you could go ahead and do something else. Let's see. What else do we have? Quentin Grimes. We already talked about him. Jordan Poole. I mentioned him as probable. Anthony Davis to miss a couple of games. That's pretty much it, I think. That's pretty much it. All right, let's go over to top tier projections. We can look at some of this stuff. I think with teams like Denver and the Lakers and OKC only having 1 game this game week puts an extra wrinkle into what we're doing today because you'll have to decide if you want to play an MVP that has 1 game this game week or take a flyer on some of these guys that have 2 games this game week. All right, so let's start. This is sort of by value right now. What's that to the right of me? What, this? It's called a curtain. It's called an Ian curtain, if that's what you're talking about. All right, let's do less than or equal to 20. We'll start with that. And then we'll do it. Yeah, Paulo obviously is in a good spot. All right, so some of these names are gross. Brooke Lopez here is a cap of 11 with a projection of 26.5. I'm going to go ahead and take the under. If you have Brooke Lopez, go ahead. Feel free to play it. Are you talking about this? This is a lamp. Yeah, this is a lamp. This is a lamp. There we go. I'm glad we're getting to the bottom of this stuff. You guys want a little light? This little light of mine. Yeah, you want some of that? All right, we're not doing that anymore. But anyways, let's keep going. So yeah, we talked about Brooke Lopez. I'm all set with Brooke Lopez, honestly. Yeah, like if you want to play him, play him. Man, I don't trust anything that's not Kawhi or James Harden, and then maybe John Collins, maybe Chris Dunn. Mushat Diabate, he's coming off some crazy stuff, right? Cap of 50 with a projection of 28.5. I like the matchup tonight, too, against Orlando with no Goga, too, which means he's only kind of dealing with Wendell Carter Jr., and then maybe they go small with Jonathan Isaac. So I don't know. That's kind of fun. For the 800th straight slate, Johnny Furphy's going to project higher than his cap and then probably disappoint. Tyler Kolek, holy Timothy Chalamet, Batman. He's been awesome. He's got a cap of 15 with a projection of 25.5. I mentioned Josh Hart being out. That gives him a little bit of a boost, especially if Deuce McBride is also out. You can go in that direction. Is it Big Dick Nick Rich time? I don't think so. He's on the Suns, right? Did we just get Suns news, or did you just want to put that in the chat? Which I respect if you did. Let's see what we got. Did you get any news? No. Micah Potter is active for the Pacers tonight. Micah Potter is the guy that got basically took James Wiseman's. Imagine getting rid of Wiseman the day after Christmas. Come on, man. You need 3 of them. All right, Ethan Thompson, sure. Isaiah Collier here of the Utah Jazz. He's been getting a little bit of love there. I said Clarkson and Tyler Kolek. All right, that's Collier. We got a Hershey in the chat. Let's go. Bilal Koulibaly. Wow, his cap's all the way down to 18. That's crazy. He projects for 27.5. Okay, there's the Nick Richards you were talking about. Why does Ugo project for 0 on top tier? That's a great question. Sometimes they're slow to catch up to some of these rookies who jump up. I think with Jordan Walsh coming back, there's a big margin for error in that projection one way or the other, right? Especially with how Mazzulla runs his rotations. Let's put rotations in quotes. So that's part of the reason. That's part of it. It doesn't mean you can't play him. But you got to IKB it. I know better. Simone Fontecchio gets a little bit of a boost here with the cap of 15 and projection 22. Benedict says we got basically every Sixer news besides Embiid. Now, I kind of think Embiid's playing, but, man, trying to guess what Philly is doing is bad shit. It's really hard to do it. Somebody was asking about Taylor Hendricks. Yeah, sure. He's cap of 12 with a projection of 20. Caleb Love, cap of 12 with a projection of 20. Gary Harris is down here. I think he might get a boost because of the no Gary Trent Jr. Mentioned Clarkson, Tony Bradley. Jakob Poeltl's only playing 1 game. Good luck figuring that. Yeah, I kind of agree with DJP. Plays tonight, sits against OKC. That coward. So that's kind of a feel for some of the value based on an L10 lower than 20. If we just look straight value, right, it's Paolo, Bobby Portis, Miles Turner. But yeah, right, no thank you on Miles Turner. I mentioned Brooke Lopez, Jaime Jaquez Jr. So somebody's asking if we get to 28. He's going to cap 23 with a projection of 37. Musa, we talked about KPJ, Shade and Sharp, Santiel Dama, Giddy Up, Onyeka. There's some names for you. And then if we just do straight projections, you got Cade leading the way. And then you got Nikola Jokic. So see, this is what I was talking about, right? Jokic has 1 game. Cade has 2. Cade in like pretty good spots too. That's why he projects just a hair higher than Jokic. Jalen Johnson right behind him. I mean, the nice thing about Jalen Johnson is, 1, he's been very productive even when Trae Young's been playing. But if Trae Young does sit the second game because it's on the back-to-back, then that's kind of fun. Do you have a list of players who don't have a back-to-back? Says Jonas. We'll see. You can see it on this here. This stands for back-to-back. So if they got a red X, they don't have a back-to-back. And if they have the green, they do have the back-to-back. So you can kind of see it as we go. And then, yeah, you got Kawhi down here. Luka's down here. We did get word. So Austin Reeves missed the second half of the game, which cost me lots of money on Underdog. But I'm assuming Reeves is going to miss the one game this weekend. I don't think they're going to rush him back. That Lakers team has looked bad. That is good news for Luka and LeBron James owners from a fantasy perspective. If you wanted to play them, Luka's going to get his anyways, but it's just like more shots for them. And then you got Maxey, Harden, Denny. So that's what it's looking like over here. The next thing we're going to do is just go over to my collection. Let's make sure I don't have any saved lineups here. Delete. Yes. Delete. Yes. All right. Why isn't it not letting me delete it? There we go. Let's go to the auto build. Let's go to limited. And then let's do champion. And let's see what this looks like here. Let's see what it looks like here. So this is telling me to go Paolo, Bobby Lobby, Donovan Clingan, Nikola Jokic, and Miles Turner. I don't know. How do we feel about it? Redick's not getting dumped. Redick's been a really good coach for them. They've been overperforming anyways. That team should not be as high up in the West as they are. All right, I'm gonna go over to Sorare. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? We gotta do some crafting. Are you ready to craft? We gotta do some crafting, and then I'm gonna build my lineups, and then we're gonna do it. I already did sort by value, Caspi. You gotta get here on time, bitch. All right, let's go over. Question about leveling up players. Do you just level up your stars or all your players? All my players. I'll level them up all. I treat everybody equally. And honestly, there's a lot society could learn about that if you think about it. All right, let's go over to Sorare. And let's do some of this. Let's do some of this right now. Come on. Let's do some of this. All right. Wait, I thought it said I had 3K limited. I feel like they stole some of my essence. All right, here we go. It's a standard card. All right, the first 1 to 3, 1 through 10, put it in the chat. First number we get to 3, hit me with it. Let's go. I did see that story, Weisberg. All right, we got a 3, we got a 7. 2 7s, 3 no, we got 3 7s. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go. Bang bang. Michael Porter Jr. I actually think this is a dub. Okay, so it was out of Middleton, Dorian Finney-Smith, who made his return. Oh, Donovan Mitchell would have been the biggest dub. We'll take this, though. Michael Porter Jr., get your W's in the chat. That's big. We'll take it. Let's continue. All right, let's spin it again. Come on. Pick a card, any card. All right, let's do it again. First number to 3 in the chat. Lots of W's in the chat. Let's go. Alan said Donovan. That's cool, Alan. That's cool that you said some stuff. All right, I see a 2. I see a 3. I see a couple 3s. I see a couple 2s. Okay. Man, I think it's 3. I think it's going to be 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's do it. Malachi Branham. Let's go. We might return and get to, can we shuffle for 300? De'Aaron Fox, Kevin. Oh, we're going to shuffle. Let's shuffle up and deal. All right, pick a number again. We can't do that again. Let's snow globe shuffle. The snow globe shuffle. All right, Alan says 2. Is that going to be the first number? 2. 2 is, oh, wait, hold on. No, we're starting with Sun Media. 1, we got an 8. You put this number in twice. 1, oh, shit. All right, 1, 4, 5, 9, 8. That's our second 8. 2, 9. That's our second 9. 8. It's going to be 8. Dennis takes us home. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wait, right there. That's 8, right? 8. De'Aaron Fox, let's go. Let's go, Chad. De'Aaron Fox, come on. Oh, let's go. We did the snow globe shuffle. The snow globe shuffle. Let's go. Are you kidding me? De'Aaron Fox and Michael Porter Jr. back to back. You know what that calls for, dude? Where is it? Let's go.
We're the Porters. We share the crowd of up and down performers. Throwing things in buzzer beater corners. And one of us is playing for the Warriors. We're juniors and we're the Porters.
Wow, that's a dub. That's a dub. Look at those Look at that little frosty box. All right, let's build. Let's build. Just like Nicholas Julia, we're builders. The builders are building. So we got 2 streaks alive. We got level 3 contender. All right, so let me ask the chat this: we have a level 3 contender, or I'm sorry, we're going for level 3, streak 3 in contender, and we're going through for streak 2 in champion. Which one do you build first? Which one do you build first? I feel like I don't know. I don't know. Dennis wants me to check your cards. Dennis, can you remind me to do this after we go through some of the questions? Remind me to do this when we go through. I will do this towards the end of the show. I promise. All right. DJP says contender, but then everybody's saying champ. All right. Let's start with champ. I kind of agree, but this is what I would do. I would go. I'm going to build my first champion lineup, but my second lineup is going to be a contender. All right. The second lineup is going to be a contender. And then I'll go back to champ, especially on a week where like my next best champion is Luca, right? So Allen says prioritize the highest streak, but I actually think Allen's bad at this game. So I'm just kidding, Allen. I think you're a valued member of this society. Yeah, this is what I'm doing. Champ, contender, champ. That's what I'm doing too. All right. So I do think top tier projection kind of has this right, where I think I start Jokic and then Paolo. The only thing that sucks is that do the Nuggets not play until Sunday? I hate like when they only have one game and it's on Sunday. But Paolo's in a great spot here. So we do like that. And then I do love Donovan Clingan, man. I think Clingan's in an awesome spot tonight against the Portland Trailblazers. The one thing I would say, right, although I don't think I have Emmanuel Quickly, right? Because I think Emmanuel Quickly and Brandon Ingram are like awesome plays tonight. If all right, I don't have it, so it doesn't matter. I do think they are awesome plays. I want Denny's cap to come down too. It's crazy that Wemby's cap is still 48. The fact that he's barely playing. We'll throw Portis in there because I do love Portis. I do love Portis. I also love Porter Jr. But Doc Rivers finally playing our guy 30 plus minutes, right? Shut up. No, I was going to try to do a Doc impression, but yeah, Bobby. There we go. And then Santi season, right? Santi season. Now we have 2 Aldamas, so I think I can use. What the hell's going on here? Did I spell Aldama wrong? Is it Aladama? Aladama Bama? What's going on here? Where are you, Santi? Where is my Santi Aldama? Why are my cards not showing up? You don't have Oh, wait, I thought it said to play. Wait. Oh, Miles Turner. Brother, I'm not playing Miles Turner. I'm not playing Miles Turner. All right, let's figure this out here. Let's go to Santi. We're going to pivot off Kling Kong. We're going to pick it up. Oh, my God. Pivot off Kling Kong. I like Santi a lot. I think I'd rather do that. That leaves us with 29. Let's see what our options are over here. It's funny. It's like it doesn't say I have enough cap, but then I have to scroll all the way the F down here to get to my next play. All right. So it's man, Shaden Sharp would have been kind of fun. Khalil Ware would have been kind of fun here too. 29. So here's some of my options. Najee Marshall with no Anthony Davis, but only one game. Can't play Mark. How about Ja Morant, dude? If Ja Morant goes, I actually think this is low-key kind of sick. Might go Ja Morant here. I might go Ja Morant. Screw it. Let's do it. I like this. We're going to go Ja Morant here. And then, so who I didn't use Klingon here. Yeah, so we're going to throw Ja Morant. We're going to throw listen, I'd love to play Mark Williams, man. Dude, he's playing like 20 minutes a game. He'll go in my second champion and my second contender because I have 2 of them, right? All right, here we go. I had to take a sip of a little dogfish head there. All right, let's go to contender. Let's go to a contender. All right, we're going to put our other Santi in this one. That's going to be our. Although I don't know, actually. Let me check some of my values here. Maybe we put Turner in here, Turner and Jaime in this lineup. Maybe we do Miles. I really don't like playing Miles Turner, but again, Miles in contender I think is a little bit more interesting than Miles in miles in what's it called? A champion. I just don't trust the ceiling. Now this leaves us 24 the rest of the way. I think we probably want to get Khalil Ware in this one too. Somebody asking about Brooke Lopez. Like, yeah, I mean Lopez, I'm a little bit more interested. I don't own a Lopez, I don't think. I do have Johnny Furf, and Furf allows me to get some stuff done here. So maybe we do. I don't have Musa Diabate either. So maybe we do some Furf. Maybe do some Furf. Because that leaves you at 36, and then we can put Kling Kong in this one. Or Onyeka Kongwu. Woo, baby. All right, Onyeka Kongwu with 2 games against the Heat and the Knicks. Or Kling Kong. Oh, my God. Or, well, De'Aaron Fox only has 1 game. So we can't do Fox. We'll play Fox in another lineup, though. I think we're just going to do Kling in here. I think we're going to do Kling in here. We need to get to 200. What do you guys think? You think a Kongwu for sure. Does the rest of the chat agree with that? I'll go Onyeka if everybody agrees with that. If everybody agrees with it, I'll go yak yak. Need some other people to weigh in here, though. Need some people to weigh in the chat. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what to do, Yeka, or I really love Klingon tonight. People are saying Brolo. Hey, can you say cards that I own? Alan, why are you so bad at this, dude? No out of bio means the Congo going to have 20 boards. All right, man. Wait, is that real? Did Klingon just get ruled out? Wait, Vuvuzelas, what are you doing? What are you doing, Vuvuzelas? Oh my God. What are you doing? What are you doing, Vuvuzelas? What is this, bro? What are you doing? That's almost a timeout, Vuvuzelas. Almost a timeout. I'm gonna roll with this, guys. Sorry. We're gonna put Onyeka in this next lineup. We're gonna put Onyeka in our next champion. All right, you guys. I think Jalen Johnson or Luka Doncic. Which one do you go to? Which one do you go to here? JJ or Luka? Which one do you guys go to? Luka with 1 game against Sacramento. I'm going Luka. Listen, I know I gotta go Luka there. People are saying JJ for sure. I'm sorry. Luka against the Kings, man. Come on. Off of a loss like that. Now we'll throw in Onyeka in this one. Maybe we get to, I don't have a Cade. No. I meant to check to see what I had in my wallet, but what's in your wallet? Fox was pretty cheap, right? What did we say Fox's cap was? Something wild like that, right? Fox was what? 35 now. We can't play Fox. Although it is against the Jazz, Fox could go nuts. Need Trey to be out to play JJ. I think Trey can get there. I mean, JJ can get there anyways. So I think he can still do it. But you know what we could do here? We could play it like we think Dyson Daniels is out. Who was the other guy we haven't played yet? We're probably gonna get Porter Jr. in this lineup too. Let's see. What does that leave us with a cap? I want to shoot the moon for this one. So that leaves us 21 the rest of the way, right? So let's see if we got, do I have any like dirt cheap guys here? Or even, honestly, even 2 in a row. Because these 3 guys could all put up 50 plus here. And so we do have John Collins who projects well. I don't want to play John Collins, though. Drum Dog, if Embiid gets ruled out, you could do that. Tim Hardaway Jr. Also, do I have a Bruce Brown? We might be playing Brucey. Keyshawn George, I think, is fine. Vit Krejci. I don't know if we can go to Vit. All right, hold on. Sorry, guys. Man, Underdog canceling lineups at the fucking last minute. TJ's got to get his shit together. They had to make a second contest. I think I played Ware, right? Didn't I already play Ware in the first lineup? Or are you just asking questions, Vuvuzelas? I'm gonna fight Vuvuzelas here and say I'm just kidding. It's nothing but love. Let's go to Bruce Brown. Although they only have 1 game, I know, but we need a cheap guy. Let's just scroll here for a second. People are talking about Vit Krejci. Simon's not gonna cut it. There's Bruce Brown at 19, huh? We could maybe do Bruce Brown. Man, we don't have Pelly Larson's back tonight. I don't think we're doing that. Laravia, does he get a few more minutes with no Austin Reeves? You get Jarris Walker. Man, Jarris Walker had a run. Oh, how about Jordan Clarkson? Let's go. I know they only have one game, but it's against Atlanta. That's kind of fun. That leaves us with 29. Oh, you apologize. Nothing but love, man. Nothing but love. There's nothing but love here. Maybe we'll throw Mark Williams in this one. We'll throw Mark Williams in this one. That's kind of fun. Mark Williams and Yeka, Luca, KPJ, and Clarkson. That's kind of fun. And then I'm going to build one more contender lineup here. I'm going to build one more contender lineup because I do think I have another Clarkson. And then I'll get to some of your questions. Oh wait, you know what I'm going to do first? Let's see. Do I have any cold hard cash left? What do I have for cash? $5. I don't think that's going to get me a Musa, is it? Is that going to get me a Moose or maybe Lopez? Probably switch Porter to Towns. No, I like Porter better than Towns. I like Porter better than Towns. Porter's like one of the better value plays of the whole entire slate. All right, let's see. Maybe I'll mess with your Lopez stuff. What's the cheapest Brolo's going for? Maybe I'll buy. Wait, what is wrong with? How do I buy people? What happened here? What is this? What happened to the marketplace? Shop now? This is what happened here? This is terrible. This is terrible. How many buttons do I have to click before I can buy something? I don't even know. I don't even know how I got there. Yeah, this is terrible. You said that. Wow, this is so bad. This is so bad, and it's slow. Is it this slow for you guys too? Is this slow for you guys? Oh, look at everybody saying you donkey. What are you? Are you French, Sun Media? Is that what's happening? You stand up for your French people? Hit shop that. You show me, where does it say shop now? Show me where it says shop now and all this stuff. Show me where it says shop now. You donkey, Sun Media. Let's see how much you've won. All right, here we go. You on McDonald's Wi-Fi. Nice try, brother. All right, hold on. Who was I looking up? Diabate or Brooke Lopez? Lopez, I think Lopez is what? Oh, Brooke Lopez is $12. You can go. Let's look at all of them though. All right, the cheapest you can get him for is $294. What's Moose's cap? Moose is the one that I was a little bit more interested in here. No, you can't, Alan. Alan, how have you not figured out that you can't yet? We're almost there. We're almost there. Yeah, Brooke Lopez projects better. All right, well, fine. We'll just bite the bullet. We'll bite the bullet. Here we go. I know. Yeah, I'm. You're right, guys. I might. What is happening here? I'm telling you, man. This site is something else here. This site is something else. I know you guys are. It's fine. You guys can continue to be. Oh my God. Can't I just, what do I have in my wallet? Do we have one that I can buy that's in ETH, only ETH? All right, there we go. There we go. There we go, Brooklyn. This is going to be worth it. This is going to be worth it for the 9 fucking fantasy points we're going to get. Oh, now Sun Media is not protecting the French. I'm just kidding. Barnes is available? No way. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. Oh, that sucks, man. That sucks. That's too bad. That was fun there for a second. It was fun there for a second. Instead, we once again punt the money. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You know. All right, let's build this. Let's build this thing so I can get to some of your questions before Alan has a hernia. This is for 1,000 essence. Wow, 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 wow. Barnes a good play. Yeah, I mean, if we think he's 100% healthy, he's for sure a good play. All right, so if we throw Brolo in there, that leaves us 27 the rest of the way. 27 the rest of the way. Who else can we throw in there that we own? We used our Bobby, we used our Jaime. Shaden Sharp's kind of fun. Shaden Sharp is kind of fun. We used our Furf. Norman Powell, honestly, Norman Powell is kind of a smash. So we might have to get some Norman involved here and then find some. We said we have a Clarkson too, right? We have a second Clarkson. I think we have a second Clarkson. Yeah, there we go. Second Clarkson. So that leaves us with 31. That leaves us with 31. And I was saying, man, Jaren Jackson Jr. is kind of in a good spot too against these two games. So we're going to try to force Jaren Jackson Jr. in. And then I think we're going to, who was the other one? Maybe Norman Powell. We forced Norman in. There was somebody with 31. I forget who the cap. Yeah. So Norman at 34. Dyson Daniels, man, if you think Trey's not playing that second game against New York, Ryan Rollins is down here. Colin Gillespie's kind of, man, Zion's all the way down at 37. Shaden Sharp, at 31. Shaden Sharp's at 31. Let's get Shaden Sharp in there. That leaves us 29. You saying John Collins? I don't like playing Collins and Brooke Lopez in the same lineup, but if we do that, right, that gets us to 35. And who do we have at 35? All right. We could go De'Aaron Fox with 1 game, Peyton Pritchard with 2 games, Dante with 1 game. I think we do Norman Powell with 2 games. I think we do. I think we do Norman Powell. I think I want Norman Powell here. All right, let's call it. Let's do it. Let's rip it. Let's rip it. All right, let's see. Did Underdog cancel another one? No, they didn't. Okay. Man, I wish they canceled more. I can't believe we got smoked by the Scotty Barnes thing. Late Q tag and all. Late Q tag and all. All right, let's get into some of your questions. Before we do that, like the stream, subscribe to the channel, put hashtag Xmas. We're going to take a quick break here so I can pee. All right, let's see what you virgins are up to. Start putting your questions into the chat here. I'm going to start with Olcom saying Sharp or Portis, who both have 2 games. Man, I think it's going to be Bobby, man. I'm pretty fascinated by Doc Rivers deciding he's finally going to play Bobby Portis 30 minutes, even though he tried his hardest not to do it. But if you want to look at projections because you don't trust me, Bobby projects for 44, while our guy Shaden Sharp projects for 44. Wow, that's pretty close. I think I'm still going Bobby Portis, though. Our guy Ian Curtin in Ireland. Kawhi and Tobias Harris or Harden and Mathurin. I'd go Harden and Mathurin here. I think we're due for a Harden spike game in a second. And no Matisse Thybulle's kind of fun for Portland in that situation. I know they still have other defenders out there and like Tamani Kamara. But does Kamara get the Kawhi? I don't know. And I like Mathurin way more than Tobias Harris. So that's where I'd go. Another one, considering Davis is out, would you play Gafford? Yeah, I mean, the problem we run into with Gafford is Jason Kidd has kind of decided we're not playing Daniel Gafford more than, 18 to 22 minutes. I think I'm actually more interested in Najee Marshall or PJ Washington or Cooper Flagg. And they only have 1 game, which is kind of a bummer, but you can definitely play him. Don't let me talk you off of him, but that's what I would do. Ivy or Furphy for tonight only? Man, that's a good question. I think Ivy. I think Ivy. How much do you trust Kuzma projection, brother? We do not trust Kyle Kuzma at all, man. The Kuz. Cap at 24, projection at 36. I'd take the under. I'd say it's probably closer to 30. But I mean, like there was that game where the Bucks played the Celtics and Kyle Kuzma went absolutely insane. So, you know, Kuz is going to Kuz. Kuz is going to Kuz. Projection for, I'm assuming that's Tyus Jones and not Trey. Tyus Jones projects for 16. I saw people giving him some love in the chat. Good luck. Yeah, dude, Trev, man, I decided early today, late Q tag Emmanuel quickly, basically free in the 6th round. I have so much Emmanuel quickly. And Brandon Ingram I was taking with Cade Cunningham. So you know what? We're gonna be poor forever. We're gonna be poor forever. Yeah, we just did the Tyus Jones projection. You got that. Leonard, Harden, or Jaylen Brown. So I honestly, it's not going to be Brown, but I think Brown is fine. I spelled Brown wrong. So if you look at the Brown projection, right? Can you guys see this all right, by the way, or do you need that zoomed in a little? We can zoom that in. Enhance. Jaylen Brown projects for 49, right? The Claw, Kawhi, projects for 53. Harden projects for 52.5. So there you go. Jaylen Brown came in third. Yeah, Kawhi probably. Kawhi. I would take Jalen Johnson. Well, it's pretty. Yeah, Jalen Johnson over Kawhi for sure. You're going for 260 straight. Yeah, it's Harden over Scotty. I know Scotty's in a dream matchup here, man, but I don't know. The dude's clearly under the weather. If he was questionable all day today, give me Harden over Scotty. Aldama or Ja? Do we have word that Ja Morant is going to play? I would still take Santi Aldama over Ja Morant. There is a world in which Ja's ruled in and then he plays 26 minutes, right? Or he's ruled in and he sucks at basketball. So that could happen too. For Chicago, Patrick Williams, the old Patty Will just got ruled in. You're not playing him, but that slows down some of the other wings, right? That you might be interested in for Chicago. And then Justin Champagnie, I believe that's the Washington one, not the San Antonio one. So he's in. Bad Step says rank Coward, Middleton, Royce O'Neal. Oh, what Robinson is that? Or Moody? I can't decide what Robinson that is off the top of my head. Tell me what Robinson that is. So Coward is still questionable tonight, right? So if Coward doesn't go, obviously don't play him. I don't really want to play Middleton either. I just would say Royce O'Neal is in a pretty fun spot tonight against the New Orleans Pelicans. I was saying that earlier about Devin Booker, and there's no Grayson Allen. So if he can knock down the 3 ball and just get a little loose, that's going to be Duncan Robinson. If Coward's in, he's my favorite one. I'd go Coward, Royce, Moody, Middleton, Robinson, I think. Do you trust Jericho Sims? No. No, I don't. But, I mean, like, listen, he's playing in minutes. He's got a cap at 13, a projection of 17 with 2 games. You could do worse. Tyus should be good with 2 games. I don't know. Has Tyus been good at all this year? I mean, you could play him. Quick play, Sharp, target 36, Wendell 35, PG. I would take Sharp. Here. For tonight only, Ivy and Siakam or Miles Turner and one of that piece of shit Bridges, Ingram, CJ, or Paul George. God, I think it's the first one. I think it's just Ivy and Siakam. I think it's Ivy and Siakam. Travel Addict guy says Jaylen Brown, Giddy Up, Ryan Rollins, Moose, and Bucelis and Champion. Thoughts? Yeah, I mean, I think Bucelis is a little bit thin, and if you had some options, other options, I think that's cool. But if you have no other options, Bucelis, I think is fine. So I should definitely take Kuz and Turner out of my team with Jokic and Cade then. No, I mean, listen, that's what I'm saying. Every lineup is different. If you have the ability to pair up the 2 highest projected guys together with 2 lower cap guys that also project well, I think, you know what? Shoot for it. Because I don't know. In this game, you're just trying to get in first place, right? All the money is up top. So, like, what are you going to do? Write home, be like, hey, guess what? I came in 95th. Nobody gives a shit. But if Kuz and Turner get there and it allows you to get to Jokic and Cade and both of those guys we just saw Jokic put up 99. And so if you're able to partner that up with Cade Cunningham, who can get up to 65, 75 or whatever, then all of a sudden, I don't know, you could be cool. So Landell, Duran, Asar, you tell me to rank those. Is that what that question is? It's going to be Duran by 1 million, I think. Duran projects for 41. Jack Landell projects for, I always spell this dude's name wrong. It's Landell, but he's Aussie, so it confuses me. He projects for 30, and then Asar's probably 34 would be my guess. 33.6. Yeah, that's Duncan Robinson catching up. You want the Tobias Harris projection? Who cares, dude? Just be not your question's good. He just sucks. Cabin 24 projection of 32. Go for it. Live your life. For the second lineup, you get Scotty and Tobias or Brandon. It's that one. Scotty and Tobias. Scotty and Tobias. All right. Carl Anthony Towns or Onyeka Okongwu because the Bing Bong Boys only have one game. Is that why? Is that why that's close? I would take Carl Anthony Towns over Onyeka Okongwu. And listen, you could be wrong here. Just find another lineup for OO. I think yeah, I think I'm playing Cat. Is Matherin good versus Boston? I mean, he's fine. He's fine. He got off to a decent start. He projects for 37. They have 2 games. I mean, listen, projection of 37 with a cap of 26. You could do worse. Oh, we got the lull 32145 donated 25 Nokias. Jalen Duren and James Harden or Josh Giddey or booking. Wait, what the hell is this? Oh, wait, you're saying Duren and then pick one of Harden and Giddey or book an Embiid. If Embiid's good to go, man, I love Embiid's matchup tonight. He's only going to play one game, but the Bulls get absolutely obliterated by centers. So I think I would go the book and Embiid route. But we need to know Embiid's good to go because Embiid's been playing like 30 plus minutes when he goes, man. And 30 plus minutes against Vucci, man, is going to be enough. It's going to be enough. Cade Cunningham or Jalen Johnson? I don't know. I mean, at that point, you're just splitting hairs. Is that what you split? Hairs? Cade projects for 60.2. Jalen Johnson projects for 57.7. They both have 2 games. I think Trae Young sits the second game. If that moves the needle for you, cool. If it doesn't, Cade plays Utah tonight, so that's also cool. You're waiting for feedback. No, it's gonna be at the end. It's gonna be at the end. I gotta go through the questions first, Dennis. But yeah, you'll tell me your username and then I'll look at it. What are your thoughts on Keegan Murray? He's so unreliable this year. I think it's hard to trust anybody in Sacramento. I think some people live in Sacramento and it ruins them emotionally. And that's what's happening with the Sacramento Kings right now. That's unfair. Shout out Lady Bird. I mean, the Kings are a mess, right? Like Levine's bad. Sabonis has missed some time. They're asking Maxime Renaud, the French center, to all of a sudden be, a starting center for a team that's trying to win games. They've got 3 of like the same guy in Dennis Schroeder, Russell Westbrook, and Malik Monk. They're barely even playing Malik Monk. The nice thing about Keegan Murray is he's got a ton of upside because he can hit 8 threes in a game and also pick up 4 or 5 stocks, right? So I think you could still play Keegan for the upside, but just know like the outcome is anywhere between 20 and 200. So keep that in mind. Okay, hold on. All right, let's go. Swapped Kuz for Anthony Black. Yeah, I love Anthony Black. I love his projection here is a cap of 32 with a projection of 41. So let's go. May I ask for 26 cap projections? Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Let's do the filter here, less than or equal to 26. We'll sort by projection. Yeah, so Miles Turner is going to be projecting the highest out of all these. And then it's Jaime Jaquez Jr., the true Triple J. I would take Jaime over Miles Turner, IMO. And listen, I might get Miles Turner wrong, but I get it right way more than I get it wrong. So I'm taking Jaime over Miles Turner. Honestly, I'm probably taking Benny Math over Miles Turner. Then I would go Miles Turner. I mentioned Josh Hart not playing. That does boost up OG Anunoby and maybe Mikal Bridges a little bit. That's why you're seeing a good projection there. OG also coming off a dog doo-doo game on Christmas. I think Asar Thompson's kind of fun here. Cap of 23 with the projection of 33. You see the Kuz. We've talked about him a lot. There's Cedric Howard. Again, if he's good to go, that's a great play, especially if Jaws ruled out. And then you have Royce O'Neal, Toby, Nimi, Davion. There you go. Keontae or Bane? I see our question there, guy, from D4 Win. Yeah, man. Also, this is what I'm talking about. I need everybody to get on D4 Wins level. He put down K. George or Bane, and he immediately was like, you know what? There's 2 K. Georges. There's Keyshawn and there's Keontae. And then he went there and he did Keontae. See, this guy gets it. The only thing I'm nervous about with Keontae is if Asar Thompson is guarding him. And I think this happened last time I was trying to figure it out. I was like, does Asar cover Keontae or Lauri Markkanen? And it looks like he covers Keontae. So that makes me nervous, but for projection purposes, I'll show you. Keontae projects for 44.9. Bane, on the other hand, projects for 43.5. If it makes you feel any better, if it makes you happy, shout out Sheryl Crow. I think that's Sheryl Crow. Desmond Bane. This is the right audience to ask if it's a Sheryl Crow song, right? Desmond Bane here I was drafting him before I was drafting Keontae today, if that helps. Yeah, Nimi we were just looking at, right? He projects for 31 fantasy points, but just know that's thin, man. Joe Mazzulla lives his life to the fullest, so you just never know. Tija Shalin has a cap of 12 with a projection of 15. Duran, Ware, or Wallens. I think I'm going rare here. Oh, rare. Duran projects for 41.4. I think I'm going Ware, though. Projects for 39.5, but I think I'm going Ware. And then Rollins, on the other hand, projects for 42.4. I'm ranked. Listen, if the projections tell you to pick Jalen Duran, followed by Ryan Rollins, and then Khalil Ware. But if you want the Zakarian knowledge, I was gonna say Dome. Yikes. I think I'm going Ware over all of them. Can you do by straight value? Yeah, sure. Anything for you, sweetheart. Paolo Banchero, Miles Turner, Bobby Portis, Brooke Lopez. There's your value. Jaime Jaquez, Moose, Diabate, Shaden Sharp, Santi Aldama, Kevin Porter Jr., Giddy Up, Yeka, Kobe, Kyle Kuzma, Furphy, Powell. There you go. There's your straight value, Caspi. All right, what else do we have here? It is Crow. We crushed it. So if I put in James, I have to specify LeBron so you don't think it's Bronny. No, but it could be James Harden. Alan, listen, this is what I want you to do, Alan. Listen. I can't zoom in on the camera because I'm using a webcam and not my normal camera. I want you to just take a deep breath before you put stuff into the chat. I want quality over quantity, all right? Just like take a second, man. Take a second. Normally, I don't advocate for people smoking something, but you should hang out with Matic Auto, smoke some a little bit, and then you'll be ready to go. You know what I'm saying? All right, Sharp or Santi Aldama? Yeah, I think that's a question a lot of people are struggling with right now. Oh, yeah, Magic Murillo saying only Embiid news is left. Okay, all right. If Embiid's out and Scotty is in, I got everything wrong today, and I should have stayed on vacation mode. Yeah, I kind of think it's Sharp here, but it's close. I typed in Shat. Sharp here projects for 44. Aldama projects for 42. But man, Santi's either going to give you 60 or 15, right? That's what we've seen from him recently. Thoughts on Kawhi? Yeah, I mentioned this earlier. I've been targeting teams against Portland all year long, and not because Portland's bad on defense, but Portland plays like they did a bump of coke before the game started. They just are flying around from start to finish. And so I like if they're going to play fast, it kind of forces the other team to play fast. One word of caution, though, we saw, I think it was Atlanta did this a couple weeks ago, where Atlanta played so fast that the Clippers just kind of said, F this, we'll play again tomorrow. Like we're done with this. It's too fast for us. But I don't think Portland is as talented as Atlanta on the offensive end to just shut them down like that. Clippers coming off two kind of good games, right? They beat the Lakers. They beat the Rockets. I don't know. So yeah, I think you can play him. I mean, he on the Underdog app, if you're just playing tonight, the way the rankings went, and went Cade 101, Jalen Johnson 102, and then Kawhi 103. Anyways, Barlow, Grimes, and VJ are all available. Yeah. It seemed like they had a cold last week. Zakarian knowledge projections. This guy gets it. Ant-Man Q-Tag. Wow, Ant-Man, are they giving him a day off after getting kicked out of the game? They give him a little day off. They're like, hey, man, go talk to somebody. Oh, De'Aaron Fox also questionable. Now, that Fox one is kind of interesting, maybe just for the daily stuff. But if De'Aaron Fox misses, like, Castle's role is already solidified, but wheels freaking up on Dylan Harper. Wheels up on Dylan Harper. I don't know. You know what? Actually, if Fox misses, that actually does mean that we could get a boost on these hands. You saw our guy Harry Barnes just knocking down triples last night too, right? Yesterday on Christmas, just crushing triples. I tell you, we haven't done it in a while. I haven't heard this. Actually, my family was watching the show in the other room, which they should really watch something else. But this will be the first time they get to see these hands. So why don't we put these hands into the chat? Put these hands into the chat, and let's listen to Harrison Barnes' AI music video.
Same hands that work the pain.
Sing along if you're at home.
Same hands I fold in prayer. 12 years and I'm still learning what it means to really care. They see me on the court at night,
The double dribble.
but that ain't all I am. From Ames to San Antonio, trying to serve a bigger plan.
Come on, put the hands in the chat.
These hands that give, these hands that live, more than buckets, more than wins. These hands that give, these hands that reach to every child that needs to live.
To every child that needs to live. Shout out AI. If anybody's worried about AI coming for our job, to every child that needs to live. That's how we're going to end the song. Most of them need to live. Would love all of them to live. There you go. There was some of these hands for you. So fire up your Harrison Barnes. All jokes aside, though, I do think like if Fox misses, that's Dylan Harper is pretty fun. He's been playing awesome. Also, can we just talk about the Spurs for a second? Spurs are incredible right now. They are 2 games behind the Oklahoma City Thunder in the loss column right now. Is a need or want. There you go, DJ Locals. That's crazy. 2 games behind him in the loss column. Wild times here. Let me just check the injury stuff here one more time. Anything else we got? No, last bit of news we got was Conley and Ant-Man. So I don't know. That might do it. That might do it for injury stuff. We just need Joel Embiid. You guys have some more questions here? Keep them firing. I would Tobias Harris over Harrison Barnes. I would. With Wemby on a min restriction too. I know it really is incredible. Let's actually look. We got time, and I haven't done the NBA bit in a while, so I need to get some stuff off my chest. Let's just look at the standings here for a second. Look at this. So Pistons, we're 30 games into the season. Pistons are 24-6. I think just to get to that question, I think Bona is a little too thin. And I honestly, DJ Locals would take Jaime Jaquez over all of them. I would. I love Jaime in this game week. And Maxey, yeah, man. Maxey's great. They got 2 games this week. The second game's against OKC, so you kind of need Maxey to do his damage tonight. But yeah, I don't know. That's a quality chair, Mike. Yeah. This one that we got is that's my mom. But anyways, yeah, Detroit here, 24-6. Bing Bong Boys are just 3 games back. Look at the Celtics are a game and a half back. 29 games into the season. Somehow, Joe Mazzulla and the Funky Bunch are just 5.5 out of first with this hospital team. The Raptors here slowed down a little bit, 4-6 in their last 10. Then you get the 76ers in the 5 seed. Also, the same credit that we're giving the Celtics, give to Philly, man. Can't believe Philly's 4 games over 500 through 30. Through 28. That's bad math. And then you got the Cavs who, are a mess here. 4-6 in their last 10, just 2 games over 500. And then Heat, Hawks, Bulls, and then whatever. But the West, man, Spurs, 2.5 games back. The Spurs are in the 2 seed with Wemby on a minute restriction. Fox missed a ton of time. Harper missed a ton of time. Castle missed a ton of time. It's freaking Luke Cornett. It's Keldon Johnson. Team's great, man. They're so fun to watch. And then the Denver Nuggets right there. Denver Nuggets missing 3/5 of their starting lineup, right? No CB, no AG, no Cam Johnson. It's incredible. Lakers here coming back to earth, loses a 3 in a row. Timberwolves, such a funny team, man. I feel like every game they play is chaos, but they are 20-11. Houston Rockets are 5-5 in their last 10. They've been kind of weird. And then the Phoenix Suns, man, they're 3 games over 500. The Golden State Warriors finally got back over 500. Even though Draymond Green's yelling at everybody. Jaime. The Memphis Grizzlies here, 6-4 in their last 10, playing better basketball without Ja. Also, that's the other piece of news we're still waiting for. We still don't know about Ja Morant, right? And then the Trailblazers right there. And then look at these just garbage teams. Although, hey, the Pelicans, 5-5 in their last 10. Maybe Joe Dumas was right. Jaime is only 1 game above 30 in the last 10, already playing where to capture some of the game. That's fair. What I would tell you, this is one of the highest totals on the slate and one of the closest spreads on the slate. And we know Bam is missing 1 game. If Bam misses 2 games, that's fun. I know Jovic has come back, but I lean Jaime, but I totally respect it. I will say if Cedric Howard is ruled in and Ja's ruled out, maybe you go that direction. I also don't think Ja being in just completely kills Coward either. I think Coward could absolutely still get there. There's a chance Ja's on a minute restriction. But anyways, that's kind of where I land on it. That's where I land on that. I can bring back up the projections. Also, hey, Dennis, are you still here? Dennis, now is the time. Give me your So Rare username, and we'll go over some of your your cards. We'll go over some of your cards in there. I gotta check something in real time here. All right, do I have? That's actually not too bad. That's not too bad. I still can't believe I got this Scotty Barnes thing wrong. What about Book? 2 games against the Pels with the Kappa 37. Yeah, man, Book's awesome. Book's awesome. I think Book's a great play. Kappa 37, sure. All right, so Dogs of Air. You could that can be your name. You can have spaces in your name. There, or wait, but you're not Dogs of. Do you have 2 accounts? Do I have to? I'll DM Nico right now if you have 2 accounts. You multi-accountant, bro? Bro, you multi-accountant? All right, here we go. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow. You bought Nikola Vucevic recently, though. That's interesting. That's interesting. I hate Vooch, but no, that's fine. Let's go look at your cards here. Let's go look at your cards. Right. Oh, you got 9 rare cards. You live in large over here, son. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Oh, look at the silver interface. Moses Brown. Barely knew you. Guy Santos. That's kind of fun. Vasily Micic, not in the league. Jalen Noel, man. I still can't believe Jalen Noel's not in the league. It's Devin Booker. It's Devin Booker. If Devin Booker's a cap at 37, it is Devin Booker. But I'll double check just to make sure. Yeah, Paulo Banquero's up there. Onyeka Kongwu projects through the moon. Norman Powell, Devin Booker, Joel Embiid. There's some names for you. I clicked the wrong one. That's not your account. I thought you were saying the second one that was listed. Oh, my bread. All right, let's look at the Dogs. How are there 2 of you? Dogs of Eraman Part 2. Is that a movie? Oh, I looked at my cards. That's hilarious, bro. Wait, hold on. I realized what happened. Guys. I'm a dumbass. All right, so you're the second one, which is that one. And now we got to look at your cards. That's hilarious. You know what? Let's do a mental health check. Let's do a mental health check. Let's do what other ones do we have? What's this one? I forgot what this one was. Well, that was worth it. All right, let's go. So we got Franz Wagner. There we go. Franz is going to be good, you know. You had 50 euros open to advice. All right. No, Franz could getting him cheap while he's out. I'm with that. You got Julius Randle. I'll tell you what, we'll do a regular season Randle drop for us.
A regular season Randall.
Shout out Randall. We got Cade Cunningham. Yeah, that's great. Jalen Johnson. So you got yourself some classic MVPs. We like that. Derek White, Devin Vassell, Toby, Dean Wade. All right, Denny. Another love Denny. So your in-season stuff, you got Vucci Mane and Tumani, Anthony Gill. Yeah, this is great, man. This is great. Good stuff. So you just started. How new are you to the game? You got a ton of classics, right? So I mean not classics, but a ton of commons. So you've at least been playing the common game for a little bit. That's great, man. Just slowly build it up. I like that you got yourself some MVPs. I think those are the hardest things to get. And you got didn't get the crazy MVPs, but on a budget, we're able to get Cade Cunningham and Jalen Johnson. And those are like 2 of the highest projected guys this weekend. So you don't always need Jokic, right? Makes it a little bit easier when you got Jokic, but you don't need Jokic to do it. Yeah, you got to get some more in seasons. That's what I would do now that you could put with your Jalen Johnson and Cade Cunningham. So, but the good news is if you win this giveaway, it's going to be an in-season card, right? In-season limited card. So do me a favor, like this stream, subscribe channel, put hashtag Xmas into the chat. Hashtag Xmas. You can tell when I put the bright white giveaway thing up, all of a sudden the lighting changed in here. So we're still waiting on Embiid and Ja Morant. Need both of those guys to be in for me to just enjoy my night tonight. But the last bit of news we got was the Ant-Man, Fox, and Conley. So that's what we need to do next. I think I'm going to be traveling on Monday, guys. So just a heads up. I should be back, I think, in New York. New York City. Should be back in New York by the time this show would normally happen. Which would be 5 p.m. Eastern on both this channel and the Sorare YouTube channel. So we should be back Monday. And then on Tuesday, the NBA bit will return. So our normal morning show will return on Tuesday. But hey, if you guys haven't subscribed to this yet, by the way, not just the channel, I'm going to drop a link to this again. The Substack has slowly been growing. Appreciate everybody that's tuned in. I hope you guys find it helpful, whether it's for Sorare or for whatever. But I wanted to share this into the chat. I'll just share the most recent one. And basically every day, yeah, I would say like 6 days a week, we do a full slate breakdown, on everything that's happening in the fantasy world. So it's helpful for the dailies, it's helpful for Underdog. It also helps you get ready for the next game week. So if you haven't subscribed to that yet, please go do it. It's called Bagel with Locks. Bagel with Locks, which again, very creatively named. I think we crushed it. But yeah, today's was Kling Kong. We're excited about Kling Kong. But yeah, you can see you even got a Christmas Day slate. If we go to the full, you even get a Christmas Day slate. See what's happening. Mary Hoopsmith's over here. What a mess. That was a slate before Christmas, which was a nightmare. See, look, this is what I'm talking about. I'm reading it every day. Good job. You deserve way more visibility. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, go subscribe to that if you haven't had a chance to. That's been a lot of fun. And then one thing I'm trying to do over there, tried to do it a couple weeks ago, but I don't think anybody got there. They've got this like live chat feature. And I think like, for some big games would like to start the live chat, or even, maybe we do a live before lock that's like just in there. I don't know, messing around with it a little bit. So if you guys don't have any other questions, we might wrap up here in like 10 minutes or so. If you have more questions, definitely now's the time. Keep asking. But otherwise, I'm going to go eat some pizza and hang out with my family, if that's okay with you. But yeah, if you have more questions, put them in. Maybe I will read one day. You just mean reading in general, right, Alan? I understand. But yeah, I probably, maybe I'll build one more lineup over here. Let's go build one more lineup. You know what I've been doing a bad job of, by the way, is remembering to do like this shit over here. As we look at Dennis's card some more. I forget to do the daily picker over here. Pick a player who you need 3 steals, 3 steals in today's game. Good Lord. Thoughts on Garland this week? They only have one game, right? It's just one game. I think you can do it. Can you rank the top? Oh, speaking of rank, I gotta level up some of those cards. Can you rank? I mean, listen, the Con Knipple thing has been fun, and I'm not taking anything away from Con Knipple. Con Knipple is a hooper. Con Knipple is a hooper. It is going to be Cooper Flag who wins the Rookie of the Year, and that's no disrespect to Con. And then VJ. I'm going to put VJ down there too. Love what VJ's doing. Big fan of his game. Love the VJ. So yeah, that's what I would do. Let's see. Maybe Derek White gets in the passing lanes today, huh? Why don't we do that? But yeah, Cooper Flag's going to win MVP, man. I mean, MVP, Rookie of the Year. He's going to win Rookie of the Year. Pick a player who outperforms his L10 by 7. Yeah, I mean, Derek Queen's been awesome. I'm a big Derek Queen fan. I do like Derek Queen's game quite a bit. It just sucks that they had to give up an unprotected first-round pick for it. But I like it. All right, we'll use parallel. Maybe we'll use, let's see, who do we have in the 76ers game? I feel like we have a VJ. Maybe Paul George. Let's do Paul George. Paul George is a good one. And then do we have anybody in this game? Sadiq Bey, he's been cooking. Maybe Colin Gillespie. Maybe Zion. Let's do Zion. Let's just do that because we're not really using Zion. Why don't you play the quick play chance to win? Honestly, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I haven't even touched the quick play thing, but I'll do it right now. Let's do it right now. I always forget to do it. If I win, give my card to Dennis. Look at Travel Addict guy right there, huh? For L37, Bain or Keontae. I think it's Bain. We were talking about that one a little bit earlier. I think it is Desmond Bain. Oh, because it has to be winter edition. It's got to be winter edition, right? I don't have a lot of winter editions. I guess I could use Dyson. Oh no, I'm already using Dyson Daniels. Yeah, the winter edition thing sucks. I mean, I get why they do it. I get why they do it, but I don't like it. I love it. Let's just do Mark Williams. Let's get a little Mark Williams in there. There we go. There's our Mark Williams. Does anybody want anything on the quick play outside of like, how far have you guys gotten in the quick play thing? Yeah, Marco, send it. Remember when people used to yell that? That was fun. Send it was fun. Also, bring back my wheel. What do I got to do to get some wheel stuff? Do I got to buy some stuff? What do I need to unlock my spins? Oh wait, does that give me the spin? So I have to claim this, and now I got to spin. Did I just get a spin now? No, I didn't. I need more tickets, so I need to get three. I need to get tickets to spin. Interesting. Interesting. All right. What else? Any other injury stuff here? I'd like to wrap up. I still can't believe I got the Scotty Barnes thing wrong today. That's a real bummer. That's a real bummer because I would have been all over Scotty Barnes. Sexually speaking, I would have gotten a lot of Scotty Barnes, but the spinner's over. Yeah, bring back the 5x streaks. I agree, man. That was so fun. That's the most fun I've had on So Rare. It felt like everybody was really locked in. Was really locked in when that was the case. Oh, you know what I want to do? I wanted two things. We've got a Splash Sports contest going on. So if you haven't joined the Splash Sports contest, go join that. The other thing I wanted to do is do an underdog pick 'em. Let's do an underdog pick 'em because if you're on the dog app, they've got some 50% boost going on. You said Flag, Giddy, or Harden. I'd rank them reverse order: Harden, Giddy, then Flag. Also, the LOL that you always super chat stuff. Thank you for doing that. I feel like I should have noted that a little bit more earlier. Thank you for doing that. Going for 280 and 200. Good luck, DJ Locals. Let's build a pick 'em. Do you guys have any over under takes today? Higher lowers? Anything that you're excited about? Over on Underdog, if you sign up, use a promo code HOLD, HOLD. I believe it's still 100% deposit bonus match up to $500 or something like that. Go sign up. Let's apply the boost. I would take Duran over Paul George. You guys have any takes for today that you're excited about? I don't know why it's showing me NBA bucket getters. The KD doesn't play today. What's that all about? I kind of wanted to do Kawhi rebounds. Okay, oh wait, why am I typing rebounds? Let's look at Kawhi. The claw. Alexander said for street contender, you got Paolo, Portis, Brolo, and then Turner and Jaime or Aldama Diabate. Yeah, dude, I'm with you, man. Wait, so are you saying it's going to be Turner and Jaime together or Aldama and Diabate? Or is it one of Turner and Jaime and one of Aldama and Diabate? It can't be. I would go Aldama Diabate. No, Gafford doesn't have a massive projection. Mavericks only play one game. I know there's no Anthony Davis, but he's still been on a minute restriction, Shane. I think you can go for it if you want to. I think there's some real ceiling there with Danny Gaffy Duck. But I would go lower. So the Kawhi rebound 6.5, huh? I don't like whatever. We get a 50% boost. Let's do it. Kawhi rebounds, we'll do 6 points. All right. Let's do Kling Kong. Let's do Kling in here. And then can we do something? Can we make it 12.5? Will it allow me to do the boost? No. So I'm not allowed to do boost on the 50% boost. That's rude. All right, let's just do Kling boards. Let's just say he gets the 12 boards. Just rebounds in that game only. Lots of brick. Brick City. What else you guys have for me? Anything else? Nobody has anything else, huh? I would say higher. John Coward on track. Okay, that's fun. Thank you for the update, Benedict. That's helpful. On track to pull. What the hell does that mean, by the way? Like, what kind of stuff do they have to do to be like, oh, he's on track? He's not confirmed to play, but he's on track to play. What if all right, listen, we're believing in the Jaime hype, right? We're believing in the Jaime hype. What if we do this? Oh, wait, that's not going to let me, right? Interesting. It lets me boost that, but not Klingen. All right, so we boost that to 34. We're now at 8x. We're at 8x. You said a Trae Young double-double. Let's throw that into the mix here. I don't see double-double listed, bro. You know what we could do, though, I don't see double-double. What about just let's just do this. Let's just do his fantasy points. Wiggins is not my guy. He's not my guy. Let's just do fantasy points. And I want to get I see what you're saying. All right, so there we go. Thank you, Snapes. Let's get one more. We're gonna do a 5xer. We're a 5-timer. This is up to 20x right now. Oh my god, can you imagine if we got 20x on this? Holy crap. All right, somebody said Duran. He will go insane, bro. What do you like about Duran here? What do you like about Dern? 18.5 points, 31.5 PRA, 11.5 boards. What do we like? I mean, you're right. He should go nuts. I'm just nervous. This game is kind of gross. Just boards. What if we do? What if he gets to 14 boards? Oh wait, now it's not letting me do it. I think it's because I can't. All right, let's just do normal boards. All right, that'll let me do that. 11.5 boards. 11.5 boards. 25 to win 706. Oh, we have $26 in there, so let's do 26 to win 735. Oh, come on. Why is it doing that? I hate when it does that. I've already shared the location. You know what I mean? I already shared the location. Let's see if this worked. 50% boost. $26. Oh, whoa, the price went up. Price of business went up here. It's a good thing we refreshed. Oh my God, now we're under review. Sick. Now we're under review. Incredible. All right, here we go. 25, 13, and 4 with 3 steel blocks here in projections. There you go. Love to see it. All right, let's go ahead. Let's give this thing away. Last call here. Last call for alcohol. Like the stream, subscribe, hashtag Xmas, and then we'll get on out of here. Let's go. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. I hope you guys had fun. And then we'll be back on Monday. Let's do it. Last call. Winner chicken dinner. Up to 65 entrants for this bad boy. Oh man. Let's see what we got. Hold on 1 second. All right, here we go. If you guys win this thing, you know the deal. Shoot me a DM. We'll get you hooked up. Man, I think it's probably Sar and Coward bad step, but that's pretty close. Oso's tough. I mean, like if Oso gets a little extra run with Mark Williams sitting the second game, maybe. I don't know. But I think I'd go the first one. I think I would go the first one. One more in case you see this in time. What did you see? You asked, what's the question, Huckleberry? What's that question, Huckleberry? You think Gigi Jackson can put up points? No, not enough. His minutes are all over the place, man. His minutes are just all over the place. Makes it a little bit tricky. So that's what I would say. There. I'm gonna try to enter that thing again. Let's see if it under review. Okay. All right, here. Let's call it there. Good luck, everybody. Winner, chicken dinner. If you get this thing, shoot me a message. Here we go. Dennis, no way. That's sick. All right, Dennis. I feel like we still have I'm glad that worked out. That was fun. What are you, dogs of argument? That was fun. I love that. That's exactly what we were trying to do there. That was pretty sick. All right, let me get you a card. I'm going to send it to you now instead of waiting a little bit later. Let's try to get you something you can actually use. Here we go. We'll give you something a little bit decent because that was fun. I'm glad that worked out. All right, Dennis, it's coming your way right now. Little Keontae George, baby. Little in-season Keontae George. Yeah, seriously, make sure that it's the right one, right? No, I saw that he just got a Nikola Vucevic and a Tumani Kamara. So there you go. You get the right one, baby. You get the right stuff, baby. All right, Dad, we're going to call it there. We'll see you guys on Monday. Enjoy the weekend. Hope everybody enjoys what's left of the holiday weekend. And we will see you guys on Monday.